Today we're starting our next terminal tour. This is Buckeyes and Wolverines, as we'll be visiting Michigan and Ohio. Our first stop is in the Detroit area in Trenton, Michigan, where we have an operation here run by one of our affiliates, Russ King. Got to meet with Amber, the TM, got to meet a couple of mechanics, one of the drivers, Elam, and also Russ King, who's the affiliate owner. Russ has been basically an affiliate with us for about 25 years. And before that with a predecessor company for about 18. So I've known Russ for my 15 years or 14 and a half years at Quality. And they have a really nice operation there. They own the terminal, own the property. They have another tenant there as well. But it's a very good operation servicing our Detroit area customers. And the one thing I've always known about Russ, he's always very, very committed to his drivers, to their safety, and the service of my customers. So it was really a great visit and a great start to our Buckeyes and Wolverines tour. The next stop is Toledo, and this is also a location run by Russ King. Toledo is a long-standing operation for us, and back 14 years ago, one of the very first sites I visited when I joined Quality. Met with Russ then and one of our customers that's nearby. So looking forward to seeing the operation here. Betsy, the terminal manager, been there, I think she said almost 25 years. So lots of experience at that operation. Couple bay shop and then a couple bay tank wash. And then we got a good tour of the shop with Randy, the shop manager. He started the shop, I think, over 20 years ago. And then met with a couple of mechanics, including Cliff, who's been there off and on for a number of years. And it was another great visit. Talked a lot about some of their operations there, some of the expansion they're looking at on their family-owned tank wash. We're on our way to Lima, Ohio. We've got two stops there. The first one is our company operation in Lima. It services one of our top customers. And this operation was an affiliate for many years. We took it over about 2 years ago now. In the Lima area is, to my knowledge, maybe the largest soap plant in the world, making all kinds of laundry detergents, dishwashing detergents and such. So we move a lot of products in and out of there. We had a great visit with Mike Pence, Lynn Pence, Matt, who runs the shop. Matt's son was there. Got to meet a number of mechanics, a couple of drivers, the office staff. What a remarkable terminal. You know, it's one of our larger operations with 60 plus drivers, hundreds of trailers in circulation there to handle one of our biggest customers. And they really do an outstanding job. Went through the shop. We've got 4 bays currently. We're looking at making an R stamp. We might have the opportunity to expand the shop with 2 more bays that are unused right now. So just a great visit with a really committed group of people. It was really nice seeing Mike and Lynn Pence, and what an incredible job they do for our customers and our drivers. Okay, so we're on to our 4th stop on our Buckeye Wolverine tour. This is going to be our 2nd Lima stop. We have 2 terminals in Lima. This one is run by Russ King. And so it was nice to meet the team there, see the shop, a couple of bays, also the adjacent tank wash, the Lima tank wash that is part of the same, combined family businesses in the area. We're going to Delaware, Ohio, and Delaware is a long-standing location for us. And here we service one of our major customers that's really focused on everything to do with automotive coatings and some industrial coatings. But basically all the auto plants throughout North America, we deliver to the vast majority of them all those coatings that really the finished paint for the vehicles. Got to meet the incredible team there. So Amber is the regional TM. I got to meet Todd, who runs our shop. Got a great tour of the facility. And then, got to meet a couple of drivers. So one relatively new with us, Kiona. She joined us, worked with another company. Before that, she actually worked for the city of Columbus. Wanted to change her career, so her and her boyfriend both joined us. She was actually heading out to go to Canada today to make a delivery. Great young lady, has a lot of aspiration, really, really impressive. We also met another driver, Ted, who came from one of the LTL companies that went out of business during the pandemic, one of the larger ones. He'd been with them almost 30 years. This is his first experience in bulk and really loves it. Goes just about everywhere, does a great job for us. And then, we were in the shop and, got to see our great shop there, a number of bays, a lot of equipment being worked on. And it was nice to see one of our new shop helpers, Nate, joined us. It's his first experience really in a heavy mechanical area after doing some training elsewhere. And so it was really neat to see the team. And then walking through the yard, it's one of our largest facilities as far as total square footage for parking and that. And we have a unique operation here. Besides maintenance and an on-site tank wash with our supplier Quala, we also have a 16 door heated storage unit where we bring our customers' trailers in during the winter to protect the product from freezing. So it was actually neat to see that. Obviously this time of year it's not in use. We finished up with a very fun group picture. Since we're close to the Ohio State University, they all wore their Ohio State garb, and we did the famous OHIO cheer in the picture. So it was nice to see that. There was a lot of good team spirit. We're going to our first of 2 Cincinnati area terminals. So we were able to meet with several folks. The operations manager, Ted, John on the maintenance side, and then Harold, one of the drivers. And so operations been here. It was kind of neat to see that both the shop mechanic and the operations manager both been here better part of 20 years. And then talking with Harold, a long-standing driver with us off and on for basically 25, 26 years. And was on his way to Philadelphia today. There's a lot of long haul. Definitely committed to the business. Final stop on the Buckeye and Wolverine tour is our second Cincinnati terminal. This is a terminal that was a long-standing terminal with one of our affiliates servicing one of our biggest customers primarily, and a bunch of others. And we converted it to a company operation in 2022 when our former affiliate, Bob and Jody, they decided to retire. And so it's one of our larger terminals, does a great job in this marketplace. We got to be with Jimmy, who's our TM, been with us a few years. And Troy took us around the shop. We've got one of our earlier R-Stamp shops here. Got to see a bunch of our new trucks that have just arrived from Freightliner. They'll be deployed. I think there was 8 or 9 of them there. So that's kind of exciting to see. And then it was a lot of highlights talking to some of the personnel. Whether it was some of the office folks like Nancy, who's been there quite a long time, or Lakeisha, been there a much shorter amount of time. But then, spending time with, a few of the folks, some of the drivers and one of the mechanics. So visiting with Sam, she's a fairly new mechanic with us, a welder. Actually changed her career completely. She was in the hospitality industry, in the restaurant world, and wanted something with a little bit more stability, a little bit more pay, and so she became a welder. And she joined us right out of the welding academy, and has done a phenomenal job for us. And then got to meet a couple of our drivers. Jimmy, been with us. He's been a driver starting in the military back in, I think he said 1970, and he's been a commercial driver for basically 47 years or so. And just great hearing from him. He runs a lot of miles, runs to Texas a lot. And then just before we left, we got to talk with another one of our drivers, Zim. He came over from Greece many years ago, and he's been driving with us, I think, about 10 years. It was great hearing from him and how much he enjoys it. And again, a great finale to the Buckeye Wolverine tour, and really enjoyed it. So looking forward to the next tour.